I think I'm live. Good evening, viewers. I'm gonna try to be a big boy tonight and do this by myself. The wives are out; they're out on an errand. This video should be short. It's only addressing one point. I'm trying to expound on the point I made a couple nights ago. So 2 nights ago, when I made the first video, I said that one of the qualities of a man that is successful at this. One of the qualities I've seen of a man that is successful at this is that he is content in his current situation. And that raised a question by a follower, and I saw his point. It does kind of sound contradictory because if you're content with your one wife, then why would you go after another one? Uh, I think content was probably not the best word there. Uh, the better word I would say is fulfilled. If you look at that video, I referred to the difference with Jacob and Esau in the Bible, where Esau's mindset was that I have enough, while Jacob's mindset was I have everything. So Esau was content, but Jacob was fulfilled. Esau was basically saying, I have enough, but he's still recognizing that in that statement, there is still, he's being he is satisfied, he is content. Where Jacob's mindset is I have everything. And in that statement, he is with that mindset, sorry, he is fulfilled. He is wanting for nothing. He cannot see that he is missing anything. He's not simply just being, I'm okay with what I have. With being okay with what you have, you may see the need for more, but he was, just, he was good. He didn't see the need for more. And when a lot of men in this, when you speak to them and you ask them the question, why did you choose this lifestyle, this plural wife lifestyle? A lot of the times the response you will get from them is, I didn't choose it, it chose me. And just go through it. You ask a lot of men in this, you'll keep getting that response. I didn't choose this, it chose me. And what you find with these men is that, unlike a lot of men who are trying to get there, these men won't expend in that much effort. They won't, putting forth a lot of energy in looking and looking and looking. They were just living their life and it came their way. The opportunity or the second woman came their way, and it was an option for them, so they went for it. What I have seen a lot is a lot of men, when they learn about this, when they put themselves in a situation where they can go after it. So a lot of time that is that they've convinced, the first woman about it. They are desperately, painstakingly searching and hunting. And that that effort there, it it messes them up. They never take time to, or it seems like they don't appreciate what they have. They act like they cannot be happy without it. So they're just on this relentless mission, searching, and they gotta get it, and they gotta get it. And that attitude, from what I've seen, leads them to a lot of, a lot of chaos, right? And it goes further than that, because a lot of them, when you examine the woman they currently have, she has a bit of a pushback about it, right? She has a bit of a pushback about it. She is not enthusiastic about it. Now, when I think about it, I would imagine a woman with such a man, she would feel like, why can't he be happy with me? He acts like he's not happy. He acts like there is this void he's trying to fill. So, what is, wrong with me? And that might bring about some insecurities on her part, which may hinder his his ability to add to bring in another woman. I've seen a lot of women sabotage. A lot of women in that position, they sabotage, or they they're not comfortable with it. So they have this pushback about it, right? So what I'm saying is, don't be like that guy. You know, if you have your first woman, appreciate that woman. Don't act like you're lacking something, or you're missing something, because really you're not. You're not missing anything. You want this other thing, right? A lot of the time, simply because of the idea of it, right? This idea of it, it seems cool to you. It seems like, yeah, I want that. Or maybe you have a plan for it, right? But really, a lot of men that do have a real plan, a realistic plan, they're more calm about it, and they're more strategic about it. But a lot of men that just seem just so excited that they cannot rest, they cannot move on with their life or enjoy their life. They expend so much effort, so much energy and resources in finding that other woman. These men go through the most mess in this. They mess up their families. Their wives are unhappy. She's typically in a situation where she does not have she doesn't feel like she has the power to object, or to put forth a strong objection. So she's going through it because she loves that man. She doesn't want to do without him, and he has made it clear that that's what he wants. So she figures, well, I gotta go through it or lose him. So she's taking the path of least resistance, basically. And but nevertheless, she is insecure about it, and that does mess things up. She usually gets to being manipulative. Like one guy asked last night, uh, what if your wife tells you, what if you meet a woman that you think is good, but your wife tells you it's not good? Some women do that. They're going to tell you, in order to prevent it, every woman you bring before them, they're going to tell you she's not good enough. They're going to look for a problem with that woman, right? And what that is that they don't want it. They just will not tell you straightforward that, no, I don't want to do this. Again, they feel like they have to go forth with it, or you're going to start over. They're going to lose you. So they are going to pretend that they're moving forth with it, and they are going to do what they can to hinder you from acquiring that second wife, right? And a lot of the times it is a guy who is just relentlessly pursuing this. You know, this is his he acts like this is his number one mission in life. He cannot go on with his life until he gets this, or he cannot find his peace and happiness until he gets this. And what I'm saying is, a lot of men that I've met, including myself, that are successful about this, they won't move in like that. They will live in their life. They will enjoy the life they currently had. Hey, what's up, man? They were enjoying the life they currently had, right? Living it with their current purpose, and then it came their way. So, like I said, if you when you ask a lot of these men, why did you choose it? A lot of the times you'll find their responses, I didn't choose it, it chose me, right? So that's what I meant when I said content. Again, content was maybe not the best word. A better word is fulfilled. You know, you have to be fulfilled with your life. You live your life with purpose, with your current purpose. If you have one wife, if you're a husband, that is, and you have children, so you're a husband and a father. That is your purpose. Live your life with that purpose. Live your life for that wife and for the children you have. Don't be desperately searching for another woman to the point where you act like you can't enjoy your life, you cannot move forward, you cannot you cannot find your peace because you gotta have it, gotta have it. A lot of men like that, I see it time and time again. It doesn't work out well for them. They lead them their self to and their family to certain misery, right? So that was my point. I think it was point number two, or anyway, it was the point about contentment. So hopefully, man, you will check out this video and this will explain it better to you. I think your handle is Pedant Patrol. You asked the question on the first video I did 2 nights ago, where you basically brought up what seemed like a contradiction in, why am I saying that the man needs to be content with what he has? So basically, I guess your question was, if a man is content, why would he be searching for another woman? Like I said, a lot of men, they will tell you, I didn't choose this life, it chose me. I see I got a couple questions there. Doppler, could I ask a question, or do you have a specific topic tonight? Well, really, I was expounding on a point I made a couple nights ago. I was trying to just make this short. This brother asked a question on in the comment section of the video I made 2 nights ago, and it was a good question. It was something that I felt needed clearing up. So I just made this. I decided to make this quick video, be a big boy, and do it by myself without the assistance of the wives. They're running an errand right now. Decided to make this quick video to answer to try to clear it up for him. But I mean, go ahead. If you got a question, go ahead. What faith are you? Okay, let me see. I appreciate you sharing your wisdom. So, do you have a sex schedule? Kinda, sorta. That's the best way to answer it. It's not anything concrete. It's not a It's not like on a lot of it, Tuesdays, Mondays, it's nothing like that. What faith are you? I am, my spiritual school of thought is Hebrew. It is not it is not, what a lot of people are familiar with. I grew up in it, not in the American version of it. So, and in my early 20s, I did a lot of studies. I did a lot of studies for myself, and it was a lot of Orthodox studies, to the point where I learned a whole lot of Hebrew just so I can get down to the bottom of it, really. Learn a lot of it, learn, went back. How can a man start a business like you? What steps do you take? That's a good question, actually. That's the one I wouldn't mind. All right. If you, what I did, I read books. I prepared myself for it. I read books about it. You know, I don't know Robert Kiyosaki. I read some of his books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant. I read a lot of books to prepare my mind for it. Uh, I did a little bit of how would I say it, like a little pilgrimage, I guess, just to prepare myself for it. I did an East African tour. I went to East Africa. I went to a few countries down there. I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, the fourth tallest mountain. And the idea was, let me try to conquer something great so that I can know that I am tried, tested, and proven that greatness is within me, so I can take that and move forward. So when I came back to the US, I just started exploring, different things I might want to do until one showed its face, which was basically a beauty supply store. And we went through the motions. By that time, with the books we had read, we had mentally prepared ourselves for it. We went through the motions to start it. Uh, it's easy to start a business, actually. You just go, you think of a name, you get your money, and you go registered. In most states, it's only a few $100s. The difficult thing is to operate a successful business. You studied before you were married. Studied what exactly? Uh, like I said, I grew up in it. I grew up a bit Orthodox Hebrew, celebrating the feasts. My father was known as he was called a shepherd in the Caribbean because he actually grew up Catholic, and as a young man, he left the island, and he taught the world, and he came into the truth, and he brought it back and he started teaching it, and that's how he met my mother's family, and he brought them into the truth, and my grandfather gave my mother to him. So I grew up in it. What are some of the things? And Before I move on, yeah, so I grew up in it. When I was a teenager, I did teenage things, I guess, just straight away. When I became a young man, I did my own thing. But then when I met my first wife, I got back into it, because I wanted a basis for my marriage, and it was what I knew. It was what I grew up in. It was the basis I saw for my parents' marriage. So I went back into it and I went serious with it. And her and I we went on this journey studying together, and we just went deep into it from there. What are some of the things that you want to improve on going forward with your wives and kids, like some future goals? Man, right now, what I've realized about this, oh, one thing I'm working on is a few nights ago I was talking about, we want to do some self-sustainable living on, on our property. It's, some farming property. That is that is basically the goal I'm after right now. I don't really see anything else. Like, apart from that, I'm good. I'm good with everything. What I found out is that I have built myself to be a guy that a lot of people depend on, a lot of people rely on. You know, I was cutting checks for 20, up to 20 men every Friday, right? And even without that, just my family, my sisters, my mother, a lot of people in our community rely on, always need help doing something, need some advice, some, I built myself to be a man of means, right? And what I find now is that I'm extending myself a whole lot. So I've come to the point where I feel like I'm thin a little bit. I'm being stretched thin a little bit. And the one thing I see that I need to eliminate is me having to go out every day, which, I spent a while, with the business running itself. I had my brother running it for me. But if I can get to the point where, I don't have to go out every day to keep that wheel turning, then I feel like I can better uh, play the role that I have come to be in many people's lives. Better, be there for people and run other things, because now with a large family, two wives, five kids, and it's much bigger than that, because there is this we have this village, as we call it, that I play a major role in it. I would like to dump that so I can be there for people better. Thank you. What do you like to do as a family? uh as a family, we're we if you watch the page, if you watch the channel, sorry, and you go through the videos, you will get an understanding of, or you will see what we do as a family. We camp a lot. We, we homestead, if you want to call it. we like to enjoy each other. So you know we've created a we have the garden there where we garden. We have the chickens there. We like to enjoy our family time. We like to go over to our property and just chill, uh, camp out, shoot, shoot. We love shooting. Stuff like that. We do a bit of traveling. We haven't been able to do it the way we like to do it, but in the past we've done it. We've done it a lot. It is something we like to do. I don't know if there's a delay here or what. There might be a delay. Internet might be not too good. Let's see. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this now. I think I made my point. Uh, Pedant Patrol. Hopefully you see this video and hopefully it explains the point about being content with what you have. And if you guys have any more questions, you could leave it in the comment section, just like he left his question in the comment section, and that sparked me to make this video. So you could go ahead and leave it in the comment section, or you could email your question to the wives at the co-wives at gmail.com, and we will either answer it there. We respond with an answer as best as we can, or if it's a deep